Hello and welcome. This is your host Pantacode. Uh Today I got to find a breakthrough through conquest. And I'm sorry I've not been able to post for the last 5 days. As you can see, I've been progressing. I haven't missed a day, but I got flu. So it's been really affecting my throat. I can't talk much. It's getting better now. It's getting better, so I can talk better now. So and that's why I'm making this video. Also, I want to inform you guys that starting next week, I am going to be updating the CCs of the subtitles of my channel content. This is because not just my throat, but because I realize that my audiences are all around the world. I'm not from USA. I don't speak a good English. I speak English, but I don't speak it good enough. I know some of my pronunciations are not hitting it just as I wanted to. So for understanding, for better understanding of the audiences of the fans of this channel, I'm gonna be updating my CC every week. So this is the theme I'm talking about, and it's a big breakthrough and conquest. It's gonna make everything easy if you have anything like this, or if you have a similar thing. So what I call this theme is you have to control and protect, then you conquer. Control, protect, and conquer. You can call it distract, protect, and conquer. So what I aim to do in this theme, but before I show you the aim, I'm gonna be playing a boss stage today, and I'm gonna show you how I go through it and all of the stages in the past 5 days. So I've played about um eight stages, eight boss stages. Eight boss stages with this team. Which the only thing I have to do differently is swap one thing. As we go, I'm gonna show you the team I swap. So we have a Negan. So Negan, I his modes. I put HP on it. It's attack set, right? Because it's an attack turn. His attack is gonna be dealing a mem damage, and part of his special abilities, one of his abilities is he can do his damage as meme, so that is a good thing. So you want to give him as much attack as you can. I don't have my best modes on him, but this is what I have on him. If you have a better mode, just put it on him, but make sure that HP is there. That HP, according to his rush, he deals 300% damage to one enemy, which of course can be did to two enemies. In fact, two other enemies take 35% of this character's max HP as meme damage. So that means the more HP he has, the better damage he does as meme to other tunes when he's hitting another tune. So that is why we're gonna leave that on HP. You want to have HP on him, and his weapon is stun weapon in 1535, obviously because he's the leader. He's gonna be spreading that all around the other fortunes and himself. So Sandy too, I have a splash weapon on him. There's a modes you can build similar to that. You can do whichever is better for you. Just make sure it's attack set, and you have a crit set there. It's good. Yeah, crit mode there is good. If not, it's still okay. So I have a splash weapon on him. As you know, Sandy is a collateral damage tune, but I have seen so it's not necessarily have a splash damage on her. So it's gonna be hitting three other tunes. That means you can potentially hit four tunes at the same time with a special ability. But with the splash damage, you can be dealing both damage. Most people don't know this, but I'm telling you, I've experimented, I've seen it. She can deal both the splash damage and the collateral damage at the same turn, at the same time, and it's gonna be hitting very hard. I'm telling you that he hit at the center, he can potentially take out a lot of turns like that if both we are able to manifest at that time. So I have a splash weapon and obviously 1535 as well. So Mirabelle, you can, if you don't have Mirabelle, you can put Siddiq there. And I've been using my Mirabelle since around Conquest, since she was released to free to play. If you're growing that roadmaps, I don't know. Yes, I think it was free to play. So if you grant that roadmap, you can have Mirabelle, and if you don't have her, you can still use Sirik. So I have a weapon. The weapon I have on her is impair when attacking. So I try to impair the enemies when attacking. Some of them are just badasses, like when you have Russell that is going to pop if he dies because of Outlast, and a governor, or so many other things like that. You impair them if I'm lucky. And also 1535, obviously, then she needs defensive weapons in most cases. Some cases, if you have attack weapon, you can put it on a defending depending on the foes you're facing. But you know that in Conquest, you're all facing the foes that are actually stronger than you, so it's better you take defensive weapons for her. And her modes, I'm not settled with her modes already. Still gonna change something else around there, so I'm not going to say this is permanent. If you like to copy it, it's good for you, and it's working for me as well, so all good. And allies, just a defensive weapon as well. That's a mode right there, defensive or HP, whichever way you're going. And then obviously at defense versus fast is better, but this is what I have at the moment, so I just put it there because I'm not using that much, so I'm not gonna put a press mode in that. Also on Wayland, just figure it is a way to use this blade. It really acts upon Conquest. This is a Paragon mode blade, so it really helps. So I put it on him, and it's working really well for me. HP is working really well, the attack is working really well, and blade resist is actually what is working against Governor now. So because I'm using Wayland on my attack team, it's when I have that blade there. So sometimes it only takes one I think one scrap something to swap modes now, so I can actually swap anytime I want there, just one of them. So if I'm coming to Conquest, I can swap to something else depending on who I'm facing as well again. So I'm gonna save this team now. I'm gonna try and go and attack this boss stage. Let's say one stage 39, boss stage 39. So Conquest 3. So so as you can see, we have a Python there, and Python are like a freak when you, but this is a defensive turn, extreme defense. You have a shell there. It's not probably gonna kill. It's not probably gonna kill, except that he is overpowered here. And then you have a Ricky there. The only damage turn that you have there that can do a few more damage is this guy Dale. So all of this is extremely defensive. So when you're facing extremely defensive, it is better you have a lot of damages as well. But here we don't want to eat this guy, so we're gonna try once on this one. But what I said about this team is we want to control and you want to protect. So you want to control two of anything, any stage you're facing now. Now I'm talking about any stage you're facing, any offense you're facing. You have to select two tunes that you know that these tunes are extremely dangerous for you. So yeah, I'm gonna look at it. Dale has no stun resist, and you have to check them if they have stun resist. So you're gonna stun them. So I'm gonna try and stun Dale. He's not stunned, and I'm gonna try and stun this guy. Is probably gonna come from my Sandy, and he might take her out. But Sandy is gonna be protected, which is the second stage of this team. First thing is trying to control, make sure two tunes are stunned. But since I'm facing a defense, I'm gonna risk it this first time, not ensuring that the two are stunned. You understand? So Eshel is stunned right now. So I'm gonna protect. Let's say there's a stun weapon right there. I don't want to get stunned. I'm not gonna risk that. And you have a absolute defense weapon and a stun as well. So we are back to hitting Eshel. So this is what I'm saying. As you can see now, two tunes were protected, right? So Negan got it twice that time. If he has not been protected, he will be dead, because the first one and the second hit will have killed him. So the second hit will kill him, and that's why I said about extremely defensive. Look at how overpowered this team is, and despite that, Erika still couldn't take out Negan with one shot. So that is the thing about our uh, extremely defensive tones. So I'm going to try and still stun her. I think she can be stunned, but I need to get rid of this absolute defense. Okay, so let's go. And I'm now going to, this guy is going to give me a problem when he starts rushing, so we don't want him to remove focus and so on and so forth. 3 enemies for 3 turns, so we don't care about that. So but she needs to be infected. It's gonna be hard to kill her, so let's try this. You can confuse, that is still part of control. So we're gonna try and stun this guy as well. If he can be stunned, okay, he's stunned. Okay, good. So it means Negan is dead right there. Negan is dead. He's poisoned. Escher is gonna be dying soon. There's nothing to do about that. Okay, that one is stunned. So basically, this is how I've been completing these stages. I have been killing it first try with these teams. Sometimes I have to replace some tones, but never a big deal. So I'm gonna try and stun this guy here with no stun, is not even disarmed. So I'm gonna lower their defenses. Everyone will be lower. That's defense down before, but obviously this guy is still not there. Yeah, Negan buff is still there. So as you can see, this is what I want. I'm sorry about that. So this is what I want to explain there. You can see this Morgan took out my Sandy one shot. So that's the problem in this stage. So Morgan is never gonna need an infection. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna now go back and try again, and I'm gonna be replacing allies this time around. That's always worked for me like that. So I'm gonna replace allies and never even bother to let's see, bother to eat Morgan at all. So I'm gonna give what do you call my alpha now. I'm gonna give a weapon that gives 8% to all, 8% to all, and 1535 of course. So on defensive weapon, because they're gonna be coming for her. The strong tones are gonna be coming for her, but not much in this thing because there's no much strong tone there. So why I give 8% to her is because all other tones at the end of turn 3 they are ready to pop this time around just because of that 8%. So we're gonna try again now. So this time now, to save my green tones, because there's a few reds here, we have what do you call allies and this guy. So but Elshield is really overpowered, so we're gonna try and stun her still. She's not stunned, we're gonna try and stun but since my Sand is gonna be protected turn 1, I'm just gonna leave Elshield. Hopefully it doesn't get hit twice. So I'm gonna try, let's see who has the most attack here. This one has a 65 attack, and this they has 44 attack. So I'm gonna be stunning her. So I'm lucky, so I got stunned there. Okay, now we'll poison Morgan, so the rest we can go by. So let's see. I'm sure no one is gonna die. Sure of that. So Dale is a pain in the ass, you know that. So I'm gonna try and confuse her. Hopefully I don't get stunned. Okay, it's confused right there. And yeah, okay, only stunned and disarmed. Okay, and then let's see. I can actually beat what do you call it, Ezekiel to death with 2 planes, so I don't need to infect him. That's why I'm pointing my infection at him. So, and the next person that has that infection, I want to make sure when they fall they are dead. So I'm giving him crosshair. I'm applying crosshair through alpha on him. So as you can see, as I said, Morgan is dead and is decapitated. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, there are 4 tones here, and I can use a Mirabel Rush yet, because it's going to lower the defense but they are immune to defense down right now, so let's just keep it. So I'm gonna use to do this. Okay, so I'm gonna also, let's see, let's try that. I was actually hoping it will. Okay, no, she's too confused. Okay. I told you, the things that I used to beat to death, I'm not gonna waste my stuffs on them. Damn, Erica keeps draining, or someone who's draining it. Oh, is you, or is it you? Still, how the hell does he keep draining mine? This guy. Okay, I think they're gone now. So let's see. Okay. Okay, we're gonna. Well, that's all. Next one right there. And I'm gonna win this, so it's basically settled. See, and who else is this guy is? You can auto from here right now. So you can say, oh, use my infection right there. It's static and you have to use it tactically. So let's see. Even if he survives now, even if he survives the heat, that is already poisoned by Alpha, which is gonna kill him right at the beginning of turn 10. So as you can see, that team will get you through no matter what. Might be late, might be fast, it's gonna always get you through. So that's the team that I've been using right there. You can displace Alpha with allies when you're facing extremely offensive teams. But when you're facing extremely offensive teams, you have to keep fleeing until you at least get 2 of the turns stunned from turn 1. You have to stun them from turn 1. You have to stun from turn 1. If you don't stun them, you have to keep trying until the RNG favors you. You have to keep trying. Flee and try again, flee and try again. I have not actually replayed a turn as long as I get that. Even I don't have to replay the stage, I just get it once. You understand? As long as I get the 2 stun. But to get those 2 stun, I've had to try more than 20 times, 10 times, even more. So I've just keep trying until I get it right. So that is it right here. When you play on to play the 3 main stages, you can basically just auto. I go there with what they call allies always, and I just auto the attack. First of all, kill the decapitation tones, but his screen, I don't have any fast on my tones, so it's not going to be decapitating anybody. But they have 2 fast there, so I'm gonna try and kill these guys first because I know. So, and that's it today. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I have a lot of good content for you, a lot of good content. You're gonna enjoy them, you're gonna love them. So going on, I'm gonna be posting my videos very soon as well. I won't be putting sound again in mind, but if you want me to add some comments to how I fight these bosses, please let me know. Please let me know, because I've been recording them without sound lately, especially when fighting the boss stages. So but if you feel like you need these sounds, you need these explanations, just put it in the comments and I will start adding a few comments just to explain the complicated parts. So thank you for staying tuned. Don't forget to subscribe and press the notification button so that the next time I post a video, you get a notification as soon as possible and you can start watching immediately for first view. So when you're facing, you can see when you're facing these 3 main stages, it's better to kill the stronger turns first. see Alex just take away my Sunday there. Thanks to Andrea. Thanks to Alex, she's back on the field again. So thank you for staying tuned, stay safe, and keep surviving.